Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here, back with official assistant to the channel Leo for another installment of Rippin' with Leo today. It's been a little while since Leo's been on the channel. He's just been resting up, taking it easy here in the winter. He is not a fan of the cold or the snow, which we've gotten plenty of lately, so he's just kind of been hanging out in his blankets, sleeping the day away, just like you see here. But decided to arouse him from his slumber today, and we are going to take a look together at a Peeps Wax Pack. So I was fortunate enough to get 4 of these recently from my hobby pal Peeps. He does an amazing job with these. Opened 2 of them when I first got them on the video and tucked a couple away for a rainy day. And here we are to get into pack number 3. And before we get into that, you may be able to make out here, oh, he turned at the wrong time, but Leo's got a little scar on his right ear from when he got into a little fracas with another dog at a boarding place a while back. So he's pretty tough. He comes across as soft, but he's got a mean streak in him if you get under his skin. All right, let's take a look at this pack. Again, I've talked about this plenty of times before, but Peeps does an amazing job with these wrappers. And there you go. You can kind of just see Leo's little ear scar there, showing it off. Let's see what Peeps has sent us in pack number 3 from the most recent delivery. And I'm definitely going to ask Leo to take notice that the wrapper itself indicates that it's not for chewing or consumption. So let's hope Leo can abide by that. We'll sort of prop this up next to him. Whoa, yeah, that's not going to work. Not for chewing or consumption, buddy. And looks like we have some Red Sox cards here. Not a surprise. Peeps knows I'm a Red Sox guy. So we've got Brandon Workman on the 2020 Topps Heritage design. Next up, this is a cool one. 70 years of Topps Whit Merrifield on, I want to say this is the 2005 Topps design. I always mix up 2005 and 2006, but Peeps knows I'm a big Whit fan. I think he's kind of a sneaky good contact hitter, top of the order type of guy. He's just been amassing tons of hits over the last few years. So I do kind of accumulate Merrifield cards, and that is one that I do not have from this past year. Here's a really nice one from, again, Topps Heritage, and this is Kike Hernandez, who is probably better recognized these days in a Red Sox uniform, even though the team did not advance to the World Series last year. It certainly wasn't Kike's fault. He was just about as red hot as you could possibly be during the MLB playoffs in 2021. So looking forward to what he'll bring to the team in the coming year, assuming that we have baseball. Get it together, MLB and the Players Union, please. Here's a cool one, Tyler Yawkey out of Donruss Elite Extra Edition. I don't believe he ever made the big club to my knowledge. And he certainly would have by now, given that this is a card from 2008. But I enjoy like obscure minor league type cards in my Red Sox collection, you know, just as much as I do guys that made the show. So that one will definitely be a keeper. Nice. Here's another one. This is again from the 70 years of Topps insert from the 2021 flagship set, I believe. And this is Nolan Ryan on a beautiful 1969 Topps release. This was, of course, his first solo card. His rookie card came in 68, but it was a twin billing with Jerry Koosman. Awesome card, but I've always kind of enjoyed the 69. I like when players are on multiplayer rookie cards. Their first solo card, I think, is kind of neat, or carries a little bit more weight to me than a normal second-year card would. So awesome to get like a reprint or throwback of that. Nolan was one of my big 3 favorite players growing up. And I do have a pretty impressive run of his playing era Topps cards in PSA format. So I'll be showing off, you know, some of those when I get some time here on the channel. But great reprint here for the Ryan collection. Thank you, Peeps. Here's a nice Jack Clark from 92 Stadium Club. Check out that slide. Fantastic photo. Stadium Club, you know, we know it nowadays as one of the sets with the best photographs year in and year out. And it was definitely the same way in its inception all the way back in the early 90s. This has been a favorite set of mine since that first 1991 release. And most years in the hobby, these days it ends up being my favorite modern baseball set as well. So awesome shot there of Clark sliding into third at Fenway. He was really, before I move on, very fortunate to get some just really aesthetically pleasing cards during his brief time with the Red Sox. I don't know, if it was just random chance or what, but he's got some nice ones. Next up, here's a guy who was, man, when Ellsbury first debuted, he looked like he was going to be an absolute superstar and maybe potential, future Hall of Famer someday. He had one season in particular, I want to say it was 2011, where he was just a monster. I mean, power numbers, speed, great outfield play, looked like a 5-tool deal all day long. And then, he kind of quickly fell off and ended up a Yankee and I believe is now retired. But pretty cool finest card there. Do not recognize that at all. Here's another Heritage. This is from the 2016 release, it would be, since it features the 1967 top set, Craig Kimbrell. And then, oh man, this is definitely the card of the pack. Let's get back to that one in a second. But before we do, here is another Heritage card that features my guy, Xander Bogaerts. He was, of course, one of the top 3 RBI producers in 2019 for the American League, and as such, he makes this card with Jose Abreu and Jorge Soler. Do not have this bogey, so this will get scanned and put right into my red Z folio that houses my PC of Xander cards. So that is fantastic. And we've got a Nomar here. Talked about him recently on VR that I did for RJ Collect Sets with the all-time Red Sox team. And in my estimation, the man that we talked about a moment ago, Xander Bogaerts, may pass him eventually, but at this point, he remains the best shortstop in the history of the Boston Red Sox. So pretty cool to get this USA baseball card of Nomar, Nomah, as we pronounce it here in New England. And then here's the one that we saw a brief preview of a moment ago, Tim Wakefield Refractor out of Topps Chrome. I loved this guy. He was just such a fun pitcher to watch. The knuckleball seems to be kind of like a dying art to an extent, but really enjoyed his time. He was someone, when he got on a hot streak, he could go out there and give you like 7 or 8 shutout innings. He could come out of the bullpen. You could pitch him like every 2 to 3 days because he wasn't really throwing his arm out. Obviously, the knuckleball is more about, the art of the pitch than just pure speed and muscle. So he was very durable. Still involved with the team to an extent, does color commentary on Boston TV broadcasts before and after games, and just a fan favorite here in Boston. And of course, I am a total sucker for all Topps Chrome refractors from any year if it's a player that I like. And Peeps knows that. I don't know if he was able to secure this one on Sport Lots or if this was from his own personal collection maybe, but really, really appreciate you sending me this one, as I do all these cards. So just another fantastic example of an all-star Peeps Wax Pack. Feel so fortunate that I've been the recipient of a few of those over time, and that I can call Peeps my hobby friend, most importantly. So with that being said, Leo was very, very mellow today. Not a whole lot of interaction in today's video. He's been out in the snow this morning to do his business, and I think he's a little bit annoyed. So let's reward his silence with a nice crunchy milk bone, courtesy of Brian at Walkenbach, who sent a whole box of those our way a while back. So nice job, Leo. Way to stay calm and quiet. And to everybody else, appreciate you stopping by. And we'll certainly be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Until then, take care.